Against the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA, the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had exactly 100 RBIs, and if you talk to him, he'll let you know 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
Gene Segura standing in. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. Fly ball out toward right field. Conforto moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now Bryce Harper. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field, and it's gone.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Smoke toward the hole, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Into the box now, JT Realmuto. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 3 base hits in 23 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Foul. Realmuto, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Now at the plate, Juan Lagares. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. In there for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Ramos has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
The 1-2. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Segura has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First offering on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Lagares. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. Cano towards second. He's got it. And that's the second out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And he fouls this one off. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Ready now, Yoenis Cespedes. The average currently sits below 200 in the early part of the season, so he's hoping for a turnaround starting in this one. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 2-2. To short. Bosch over to his left. And there's one down now. Digging in, Robinson Cano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. He's got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Striding in, Michael Conforto. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And that misses 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Conforto sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So striding in, Danny Bosch. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Line drive to center field. Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The 1-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone into the upper tank.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
On the move is Harper, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Down 0-2.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Harper has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding into the box, Bryce Harper. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, his second of the game, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Hoskins averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly .250. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Another 2-2 offering. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Settling in now, JT Realmuto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Legara's on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Two are gone in the Philly fourth. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. Up and in for ball one. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Cespedes on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Phillies get one. Here's Juan Lagares. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. And he takes a called strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a ball, 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Count now, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Bosch is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch on its way. Right there for strike 1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a called strike. 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. The next 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And there's out number 2. Standing in, Tomas Beltran. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Pitch popped up. McNeil has a play, and that retires the side. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. There's Segura. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in is the third baseman, Jed Lowry. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner toward right center. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Danny Bosch. First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go into the Big Apple seats and gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. McNeil will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. Bryce Harper will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Cespedes. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in steps the catch. Good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Here's Echeverria now. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Rajay Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Davis, originally from the state of Connecticut. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the draft of 2001.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here's the 2-0. Here's a high pop-up. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. Ready for another shot now. Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Hoskins is under it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Juan Lagares. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you, and
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Paul Sewald is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, Nick Williams. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
At the plate, Michael Franco. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hit in the air to right field. Conforto on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Weekly hit to 3rd. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Oh, and he misses it. He's around first, heading for 2. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Williams is under it. And the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Leading off the inning, Tomas Beltran, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Danny Bosch will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weakly hit towards first. Right to him. Echeverria for one. The turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jed Lowry comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. This one is launched. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Standing in now, Adeiny Echeverria. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Travis d'Arnaud will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the line. There is Franco. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hands stayed back, and he was able to fight.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped up. Hoskins is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Robert Gesellman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, hit hard. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in the air out to left. Cespedes is after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
The 1-0 home is lined into right center. Base hit. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. On the move is Lagares. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Striding in to start the 9th, Wilson Ramos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
you know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Just short, hit hard. Bosch scoops it up, and a good throw gets him, one gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joanna.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but it let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Philly starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, very rarely do we see pitchers get into the 9th inning in this modern-day baseball. Terrific effort getting into the 9th. Outstanding effort on his part. Now it's up to his teammates to score some runs so they can pull out a win in this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-2 the final score tonight. The Phils took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tomas Beltran wins his 3rd of the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one.